Hey fellows, what was your favorite memory this year?
I think I have two favorite memories from this year. My first one would have to be our Christmas party with our volunteers, and we got to go to Miss Laura's house and have pizza and cookies and lots of s'mores on her fire. And we got to hang out with our volunteers and do Christmas crafts and just really hang out and enjoy each other's company. And that was just really fun. Then my second one would have to be the 2 full days that we got to spend together for a full day camp. And I just really am grateful for that amount of time that I got to spend with all the kids and all the different activities that we got to do that we never would have gotten to do during our small after-school program. But we had a whole day to play and do interesting activities and learn more things and just really have a good time with the other fellows and some cool volunteers. And it was just 2 days that brought me so much joy in the midst of a lot. So having those days and that time with everyone was just really joyful and amazing.
My favorite memory from Project Transformation was when we had a cook-off one day. The day before, the students were divided into teams and they gathered up different recipes online that they would want to cook the following day to see who was the best cook of the group. Well, one group cooked nachos, another group cooked an Oreo cheesecake, and the third group cooked cupcakes. But instead of using 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, they used 1.5 cups of baking soda. So the cupcakes kind of exploded in the oven. While this doesn't sound like a very good memory, it was a time filled with laughter and fun and joy and learning. And we still had a good time and still got a sweet treat out of it, even if they weren't cupcakes.
Favorite part of the year was playing line tag in the gym. It was really fun playing that.
My favorite memory was definitely Fall Fun Day when we played Capture the Flag and everybody got really competitive and it was really fun.
What was your favorite PT activity?
Activity for the year was making the balloons blow up with the baking soda and the vinegar. I thought that was really fun.
I think one of my favorite activities that we played was scavenger hunt, and we did a lot of different varieties of scavenger hunts, but I just really loved making them up and hiding things and hiding clues and then watching all the kids work together to find them and get really excited when they did find them. And it was just really fun and satisfying to watch kids work together and just like run all over the place and hunt for things. And it was just a really fun activity that we all love to do.
My favorite activity was actually unique to Matthew's Memorial. We played this game called Midnight, and it's really fun. Somebody stands at the other end of the hall and they yell out 1 to midnight. And if they yell out 2, you take 2 steps. And if they yell out 10, you take 10 steps. But then if they yell out midnight, they turn around and they chase you back to the wall. So that was really fun. It was like freeze tag and statues. You remember that game, Statues in the Graveyard? So we really liked that at Matthew's Memorial. And that was my favorite activity that we did this year.
My favorite PT activity each week was when we would do our newsroom afternoon club. We would learn about different parts of the world, and a lot of the times different students would share about where they were from. I loved learning about new cultures and that our students got to share with each other about where they were from.
So my question for you is what was your favorite theme book this year?
My favorite book that we read at PT was when we read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone together. We got one of those illustrated copies from the libraries, and we all got to look at the beautiful pictures and hear the wonderful story of Harry Potter going to Hogwarts for the first time. Not everyone liked it, but it was a good time together where we all got to take turns reading and learning.
My favorite book that we read this year was Boy, because it taught us that even though we have differences, those differences make us stronger, and they make us unique, and our differences are all really, really good. So that's why I enjoyed reading Boy.
I think that my favorite theme book would have to be John Lewis in the Lead, because we got to learn a lot about John Lewis and his life. And then we got to spend a whole week learning about civil rights and just really cool, powerful, influential people throughout the entire week. And it was just really cool. And the kids got to learn some things about civil rights, and I got to learn some things about civil rights. So it was just a really cool book.
Favorite theme book was Green Pants, because I really like Jameson's story.
So what's one thing that y'all have learned this year?
I learned some really cool things from my kids and from our after-school program, but the most important thing that I learned was to be patient with everybody, because you don't know what has been happening that day, and you don't know if that person is having just a really bad day. And I saw that a lot with my PT kiddos, that they were really, really patient with each other when other people were having a bad day, because they knew what it felt like to have a bad day. So I learned that from my kids, was to be patient and to understand when somebody is having a bad day.
One thing that I learned this year was Pastor James teaching about Palm Sunday. I thought that was really cool. And it was a lot of information that I didn't know before. So, yeah.
I learned lots of things from my time with Project Transformation. I learned how to be a better cook, I learned about different cultures, and I learned about different people. I think, however, the most important thing I learned was how to be more patient and kinder with the people I knew. It was trying at times to be at sight, but also the longer I was there, the more I learned to love my kids and be kinder and gentler with them, the more I understood what it means to be patient.
Gosh, I've learned a whole lot this year, but thinking back, I think the biggest thing that I've learned and the best thing that I've learned is how to be patient and how to listen. Sometimes you don't need to act on anything to help. Sometimes I've learned being a listening ear and just someone that sits there and is in your company is enough. And I found with a lot of my kids that they didn't need me to fix anything. They didn't need me to do anything. They just needed me to sit and listen and be with them. So I think that patience and how to be silent and listen and nod in someone's presence has a really big impact. And I think that this year has really, really shown me that in so many ways. So in a long-winded answer, I think listening and being patient are two things that I've really, really learned this year.
Thanks, y'all, for spending this year with me. It was a great year, and I hope you all have a good rest of your year and do well in school next year, and I hope you are able to join PT again.
Bye, PT family. I love and miss you and hope you have a great summer.
I just want to say thank you for an amazing, wonderful year. The time that I've had with my kids has been mind-blowingly amazing. So we just wish you happiness and safety and health, and we're sending you all the love, and know that we miss you and we love you, and peace be with you.
Well, this has been a great year. I have really enjoyed working with my PT kids, and I just want to send a message. I love you guys. We all love you. I've really enjoyed spending time with you this year, and it's really been awesome, and I'll see you very soon.